The crafting events are pretty unpopular with the general player base as it is, but this one has a big problem, and I think it's going to upset a lot of people. Most of the time, people who don't really have any interest in taking part of the event, either because they're just not interested or because it's far too much of a grind, are recommended to sell their materials on the Gaijin market. You can make a decent chunk of change, and I guess this is the problem Gaijin had. If you know how these events work, you basically go down a tree of filling out various things with the materials you get from battles. And to get the low tier reward, you've got to go through this once. To get the medium tier reward, you've got to go through this twice. And to get the top prize, you've got to go through it 3 times. And anyone who's done one of these events will tell you that going through it once in the period of time you're given is enough of a grind. And going through it 3 times is just insane. So here's the kicker. To be able to sell resources on the Gaijin market, you have to go through this process twice. On the War Thunder website, it says, to create a tradable container with materials, you'll need an empty tradable container, which will drop out of a resource box after testing 2 missiles. And in this case, 2 missiles is going through the tree twice. Even if you don't quite understand what I just explained, what this means is that for any casual players who are just playing the game as normal, or anyone who isn't massively dedicating a lot of time to the event, you won't be able to sell the resources that drop after every battle, which is a massive change. The amount of people who go, oh, I'm not doing the event, I'm just going to sell the stuff, is unbelievable across Discords, across Reddit. I almost feel like I'm misunderstanding and I'm going to have to delete this video because it seems crazy. I was under the impression that Gaijin made most of their money out of these events from the commissions on the millions and millions of 10-cent sales in each of the parts. What this is effectively going to mean is that generally the way these events work is if you kind of get to 2 of 3 vehicles completed, there's almost no point in you selling the raw materials, and you might as well just go for the 3rd one because you'll make more money by having a coupon. My gut reaction is that this is going to increase the cost of parts on the market, because anyone who gets to 2 of 3 of the event completed might as well just go for the vehicle, so they're not selling the parts. The vast majority of the player base who aren't taking part of the event are not selling parts. So the volume of available parts being sold is just going to be significantly lower. And I ain't no economical person, but if supply go down and demand stays the same or goes up, price goes woo! Anyone who is attempting to complete the event and they get 2/3 of the way through and they say, no, enough for me, I'm packing it in, it's going to be a lot more expensive for you to just spend money to finish the event. And a lot of these events are basically work off your FOMO, your fear of missing out. So I guess Gaijin are banking on a small number of people spending more money. It feels confusing because the cut they get on the Gaijin market is 15%. So surely it doesn't matter if they sell loads of things for 10 cents and take 15%, or if they sell a couple of big things and take 15%. I'm not versed enough in economics to understand that. Maybe it's a tax thing. Maybe you have to end up paying more tax on a lot of tiny transactions, possibly. If there's any economists in the comments, I'd love to hear your opinion, or just anyone's opinion, really. I think it's a really interesting change from a game theory perspective on things. But yeah, I think this is going to piss off a lot of people, and it's really going to leave a bad taste in their mouth, especially after Gaijin were doing so well with their roadmap. There was a lot of positive changes coming in on that roadmap, and I feel like a few of us were thinking this is a bit too good to be true, all this positivity, and I think we found the reason why. Anyway, let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.